Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Over the last couple of weeks, there's been a slow trickle of Black Ops 3 information regarding the campaign, namely, the world in which the game is set. I've talked about it in previous videos, for months now actually, but suddenly today, we have an absolute onslaught of information to look at. So, first of all, the most exciting news in my opinion is that the Unmarked man, who I personally interacted with many a month ago now in the Black Ops 3 viral campaign, has returned to Twitter. He's tweeted this image out with the following caption. Disaster in Singapore happened at Coalescence Corp. Interesting. Here's what we do know. And then the image reads as follows. Yes, I am going to read it out for you. The Coalescence Corporation is a global defense, security, medical research, and advanced technology company with worldwide interests. It was founded initially to develop novel industrial robotics solutions for heavy and hazardous industries. It's headquartered in Zurich, Switzerland, and employs 102,000 people worldwide. The Coalescence Corporation is one of the world's largest defense contractors, with 83% of its revenue from military contracts. The Coalescence Corporation operates in 3 business segments. These are comprised of medical research, robotics, and military systems. Now, before I go any further, I want to point out that this is on Omnipedia. Yeah, Omnipedia. Look at the logo. Then think about the Treyarch logo, you see my point. So I'm thinking that Omnipedia may well be the in-game wiki in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. If you don't know what that is, then Jason Blundell, the game director for Campaign and Zombies for Treyarch, has specifically stated that we're going to be getting an in-game wiki similar to the terminal in Black Ops 1, but this time it's going to be written in HTML, you're going to be able to click links, just like what this looks like. I mean, at the top, you have arts, biography, geography, history, mathematics, science, society, technology. All these things are going to be links we're going to be able to follow in the game itself. Very, very exciting. You've also got top articles on the right. Coalescence Corporation, Mutual Defense Treaty, Global Warming, Directed Energy Air Defenses, Winslow Accord, Collapse of the European Union. These are all main themes that are sort of relevant, I guess, in the Black Ops 3 world. These are things that Treyarch will have picked out that they really want us to know and want us to be thinking about in the context of the game itself. I think that stuff like this is great, so thank you very much, Treyarch. And it's interesting that the Unmarked man has tweeted, here's what we do know, and is sharing this information to us. That's awesome. I hope I get another chance to talk to the Unmarked man. Who knows if I will or not, though. I will keep you guys updated. But that isn't all. The Unmarked man has tweeted a second time about NATO. He says, martial law declared already? No-fly zones? Sounds familiar. The page reads as follows. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, otherwise known as the North Atlantic Alliance, was a military alliance based on the North Atlantic Treaty, a mutual defense treaty signed on April 4th, 1949. The treaty and the organization itself were later dissolved by the North Atlantic Council. Formation. Built on top of the 1948 Treaty of Brussels, signed by Belgium, France, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and the United Kingdom, NATO drew in Canada, Denmark, Iceland, Italy, Norway, Portugal, and the United States, and was intended to create a credible deterrent to the rising military might of the Soviet Union. Militarization. While originally a mostly political entity, the alliance recast itself in a more military form in reaction to the Korean War, 1950 to 1953, in which it locked horns with the Warsaw Pact nations from 1955 until the end of the Cold War in 1991. Military action. Despite its role in helping maintain the deadlock of power that characterized the Cold War and the elaborate joint military exercises that accompanied it, NATO forces didn't see direct military action until after the end of that 45-year-long standoff. With the exception of an active air campaign in Bosnia and Herzegovina and anti-piracy efforts in the waters around Somalia, NATO's military action was limited to peacekeeping efforts in numerous theaters, naval blockades, and the enforcement of no-fly zones. Dissolution. Following the collapse of the European Union and the rapid diplomatic realignment of the large number of European states that occurred over the following 3 years, NATO found itself frequently internally deadlocked and unable to function effectively. Several years later, at its headquarters in Belgium, a consensus decision was reached to dissolve the military role of the organization. You've also still got your links on the left, the right, and on the top. It's all on Omnipedia, guys. But still, we are not done yet. On the Call of Duty Twitter account, they've tweeted, breaking news. Unconfirmed reports are coming in of an explosion on the north bank of the Singapore marina. Then, the cause of the explosion is unknown, but large plumes of dark smoke have been seen rising from the site. City authorities urge the public not to panic and to not hinder the emergency teams that are converging on the area. Update. Sources confirm explosion took place at Singapore research laboratories belonging to Coalescence Corporation. Authorities have implemented a no-fly order in response to the apparent crash of relief VTOLs heading to the scene of the explosion. Reports are starting to emerge of roadblocks on major thoroughfares, turning back traffic from the scene of the apparent accident. Update. Singapore authorities have officially announced a state of emergency and declared martial law. Drones have been spotted over an area approximately 30 square miles in size, broadcasting messages advising people to stay in their homes. This is so cool, man. This is massively tied in with all of the writing on the secret website that I had a part in finding months ago for the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 viral campaign. If you haven't read that information, I have some audio logs from it on my channel. They'll be linked in the description, but you can also go and read it for yourself over on enhanceyourselfforabetter.tomorrow.info with the password of Bluebird in all capital letters. It would not surprise me at all if the Unmarked man and the Call of Duty account, and also probably the Call of Duty Snapchat, posted more information as the night progresses. I'm posting this video right now to update you guys that it's all kicking off, and you can follow the accounts that are actually tweeting out this information via the description down below. While you're scrolling down, please like the video, I'd really appreciate it, and I'll hopefully see you soon in the coming days for a roundup of all of this information, explaining it all, and telling you guys what exactly it means for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I've been MrRoflWaffles. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, then leave a like I said. If you haven't, let me know why in the comment section down below, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.